Bonjour, bienvenue à cette séance ordinaire numéro 13 du 29 novembre 2022. So welcome to the regular meeting number 13, November 29, 2022. It's a rural meeting of Lennoxville. So opening of the meeting, donc ouverture de la séance, adoption de l'ordre du jour. L'ordre du jour, il y a eu juste une modification, on a retiré un point 6.1.1, de reporter. Le restant va être accepté tel quel. So we just have one change to the agenda. That 0.6.1.1 is going to be moved another time. So we're going to move on here to the lecture and adoption of the minutes of the last meeting. Donc lecture et adoption du procès verbal numéro 12 du 25 octobre. And so it's accepted as is. There's no changes. Okay. Donc, comité de consultatif d'urbanisme, c'est ce qui va être le dépôt du procès verbal du 30 août. Donc, for the Borough of Lennoxville Planning Advisory Committee, so it's just tabling of the minutes. And we're up to number 4. Donc, au point numéro 4, public questions. Question du public. Mr. Whittaker.
Yes, Mr. President, there's an article in the record in October concerning North Valley confirmed bilingual status.
Can you read that? Sorry.
North Valley confirmed bilingual status.
Yes.
In Lennoxville, are we considered bilingual borough or what? Do we have to apply for? It's automatic.
No, well, we have the status. We've had it since the beginning, and since we became Kerbrook, we have that status. So what we're waiting for is l'Office de la langue française is supposed to advise any municipalities that are lost of their status. And that's where we have to act. We have 3 months to act, so we have to put a resolution in asking for to keep our status.
And we have to apply for it.
Yes, we have to apply for it. So technically, we have the status again today. That hasn't been changed. So we haven't received a notice, so we don't have any actions to take.
That's right away.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes. You want to state your name?
Debbie Newman. My question, I know it's been a while, but it really bothered me, was that Oxford, garden that was taken away. And can you explain why it was taken away exactly?
Garden is taken away.
Yeah, it was in the record. It was way quite a while ago, and somebody in the Oxford apartments had built this garden.
Yes.
And then the city wanted it taken away, right? I think it was the owner.
Well,
It was the owner.
well,
Why was that?
Are you talking about the article in
This
the
is-
record?
Yes, it was in the record, that's right. And it really bothered me in the sense that you're trying to make something pretty and then someone takes it away. Was there a reason? Were they making a parking lot or?
what I can guess is that these are volunteers doing that, so I don't know. We'd have to find out from those volunteers. We can ask Andre, he may have a better clue than I do, but no? Okay, so we'll have to inquire about that and get back to you.
The garden is there and it's.
Because I walked there and I've seen it and.
No, but you're talking about two different things. Are you
Yes,
talking about
exactly.
the community garden?
Not the community.
No, it's the little garden that was
That they
made near
had.
the parking lot that
Yeah.
the residents had done and they
And
added.
they were
things.
paying for it and everything and then had to be taken away?
So it's
It was
nothing to
the
do
owner. It's nothing to do with
the
with
city.
the city. It's
Yeah,
nothing
with
to
the
do
owner.
with
Okay.
No, c'est un autre jardin que quelqu'un a
So-
passé près du stationnement.
It's a private.
Okay.
Ouais.
So it's private
So-
property. Okay, so I was wondering because of my rock gardens, which most of it is on public land.
Yeah.
But it looks so pretty.
So technically, if you wanted an answer to your question, you have to ask the people who are operating the garden, who are doing
Well,
it.
No, the owner of the apartment.
Yeah.
Person. who
Yeah,
owns the
but the
apartment.
line was
Dismantled it.
I
What
was
I'm
just
saying is
wondering
they'd have the
what the
answer.
whole
why
thing was,
they-
it was so it was private land and that's strange, no way. Strange. Anyway, I have another question
Yes.
about the Airbnb.
Yes,
So there was an article in the record that said you couldn't have an Airbnb for more than 31 consecutive days or 30 consecutive days or something like that.
Well, the last ruling we went through, it gave permission to operate an Airbnb in your own home. You have to stay there to be able to operate it. In other words, the aim of the ruling was that a lot of investors would come and buy buildings or houses or whatever,
Mhm.
and it's just an investment. They wouldn't live there and just rent it out. So that was the objective of the ruling. So that's why if you wanted to rent a room, you can do it. You live there
Mhm.
in your place. So,
But for the Airbnb, you don't have to be there when the people are in their house.
well, it has to be your main living quarters. Like you could have an apartment downstairs and rent it, so you're not together. But I know some people operate, they rent a room in their house or they rent an apartment in their house. So that's where it becomes a,
Yeah, it's not clear, like, I don't know if the rules have been made up, or it doesn't seem clear, because when we were in Europe, we had Airbnb, but the person didn't live there.
Mhm.
It was an apartment that we rented, and the person was, we had to call her all the time, she was so far away. And so I'm not sure how this all works, like, they were saying you need a permit, and,
well, it's each municipality have their ruling.
okay,
Okay, so we decided to have this one because we wanted to avoid all the investments from exterior. People would buy housing, or you look at it in Toronto, how big it is. They buy apartments and that's all they do with them.
Yeah.
So
That's what
it
they do.
contributes to the low housing available. So that's one of
Does
the,
the owner have to be there at the time it's rented? Or
before you talk,
that's
you
it.
should, we have to, this is an official meeting, so we have to structure this. Yes.
You know, you could verify the precise information with Airbnb if you're interested in renting part of your home or something. But as so far as I know, the owner doesn't have to be there in order to rent a space in his home. For say, if you decide to go on vacation for 2 weeks and you want to rent a room inside your house, it's possible to do it via Airbnb, but you have to go through a selection process, and it's not that easy. You have to prove that your house is clean, that it's up to norms, and so you have to prove a different series of things. It's not that, immediate. And of course, the ruling today is that you cannot do it in apartment buildings. So it has to be a home, really, a home. Une habitation unifamiliale, so one family home, really.
That would be your main residence.
Exactly.
Yeah, Newman, and I'm going to go back to my question. So, are there rules now, like published, like, you go to the City of Sherbrooke website, you can see the rules? So there are rules.
You can access that, yes.
Because,
If you need help, you can go downstairs. Our secretary can help you. Or you can contact anybody, or call the 85858 number also. That's another source. You can help you out too.
because I think some people are already doing it. So I
Yes,
don't know if the permits are already available,
well, for sure, yeah.
because some people I know for sure already have been doing it all summer.
Yeah.
And, the thing that makes me a little nervous is that you get people and you don't know who those people are. So they're living next door to you for I don't know how long. You don't know these people.
Yeah.
It's not a very secure, I don't know, I don't feel like it's a secure. I don't like the idea, really don't like.
That's
it.
why I think the rule that says it has to be your main residence helps. It doesn't
But
cure everything, but it helps. So if you have a situation, suppose you know your neighbor's renting and he doesn't live there, it's not his main residence, you can declare him. And so,
But I think she's talking about what just went through the cat.
yes, yes, that's what I'm
it's
talking,
Yeah.
yes.
To me, it's one of these things like, if somebody wants to make a lot of money, they want to make it fast, they're just renting to anybody, I don't know, it's just not, You know, you get a house where your neighbor only has one child and all of a sudden a family comes in with 8 or something, you know? Like, you've got all these kids running around like, I don't know, it's just,
Well,
I've seen some already. I suspect someone is already doing it and I don't like it. I don't like seeing someone in somebody's backyard. I have no clue who they are. Are they even people that, you know, have been invited there?
yeah, well, Monsieur Girard had a good point because the rules are very strict towards a Airbnb also, in the sense that the client has also is evaluated. So a client applying for an apartment somewhere, you have their evaluation. So that's internal to Airbnb, though it's nothing to do with us. But there's a certain control there too. So.
And there should be communications with you if you're talking that maybe your neighbor is considering Airbnb, for example. There should be communications between neighborhoods in order to, you know, acknowledge that someone is coming, and, you know.
And I have a recommendation for you if you want. If you go, now that everything's public there, la commission d'aménagement du territoire, we have that recording where we passed that information on. So if you want to listen to that and see how what questions came up and what was treated there, so maybe help you with your
With my questions?
Yep, your questions. Yes.
Thank you.
If you go on the Village of Sherbrooke website too, if you go under Permis des Certificats, and there's you can either email or telephone for permits and certifications, they can give you more information too. Like that's where the inspectors are.
It's not something I wanted.
No, but
You can ask questions there.
Yeah,
I checked for the Airbnb and the information's not on the website yet. That just went through the municipal council 2 weeks ago. It takes a while to put it on the website. And so if you want an answer faster, you can call 819-821-5905, or there's an email here too.
Okay. Got it.
Okay,
Thank you.
your turn. No?
Thank you very much.
Okay, any other questions then?
Okay.
No? Okay, so we will proceed with our meeting then. So we're up to point 6, which is the Planning and Advisory Committee, November 29th. So 6.1 was taken out. 6.1.2, the PIA request category pre-heritage character area for integration 29 Park Street. That's a request for renovations. They're going to put an addition on the building, so they're doing everything on a standard, so that was accepted there this morning. Donc le point 6.1.2, 6.1.1 a été retiré. 6.1.2, ça se trouve être au 29 rue Parkdale, donc c'est une demande pour des rénovations, agrandissements. Tout est conforme, donc le visuel va être bien fait par rapport à la demande. On passe au point 8, donc École primaire de Lennoxville, une signature de convention à la commission scolaire Eastern Township de l'arrondissement de Lennoxville pour l'aménagement de glace sur le terrain de l'école Elementary School, LES. Monsieur Girard.
So since a couple of years, we have an ice ring that's been authorized at the school, at LES Elementary School. So it's just a renewing of that contract here. So I can read you the recommendation is to authorize the signature of the agreement between the Eastern Township School Board and the Borough of Lennoxville. The Borough of Lennoxville concerning the use by the citizens of the borough and the general public of an ice ring on the site of the Lennoxville Elementary School for the winter season. Alors, c'est une situation qui arrive depuis quelques années. On permet donc l'établissement d'un anneau de glace, donc pour le patinage libre à LIS, ici à Lennoxville. Donc, c'est simplement renouveler cette entente-là. Donc, je vous lis la recommandation. Donc, c'est d'autoriser la signature de la convention entre la commission scolaire Eastern Township et l'arrondissement de Lennoxville concernant l'utilisation par les citoyens de l'arrondissement et le public général de l'anneau de glace qui est situé sur le site de l'école primaire de Lennoxville. Donc voilà.
Je veux peut-être rajouter une petite note. Les heures d'école, c'est pas permis pour le public parce que c'est quand même les écoles qui l'utilisent. So, just to add a little note, for the public, it's off hours of the school. So you can go the weekend or at night. But the school hours are reserved for the school, so they use it a lot there. Let's see. So 8.1.2, assistance financière non récurrente pour le centre culturel de Uplands.
Donc, le centre culturel Uplands change son logo. So they need new signage there because they're changing their logo. And so what they basically asked us is if we could contribute to the signage of that new logo. And we accepted, we gladly accepted. Donc, je vous lis la recommandation. Donc, considérant que ce soutien financier servira à actualiser l'enseigne de l'institution muséale qui se retrouve à l'entrée du site du Centre culturel et patrimoine Uplands de la rue Speed, considérant que ce soutien financier a pour but d'harmoniser la nouvelle image de l'organisme, qu'une assistance financière non récurrente de 2 500 $ soit versée au Centre culturel et du patrimoine de Uplands. So considering this financial support will be used to update the museum institution sign at the entrance of Uplands Cultural Heritage, considering that this financial support is non-recurring. Non-recurrent, thank you very much. So we award the financial assistance of $2,500 to be granted to Uplands Cultural Heritage Center. Thank you.
So 8.3 is just the tabling of the follow-up of the intervention. So like you guys are coming here, and so we're just tabling those questions and they're recorded. So fait que 8.3, c'est juste le dépôt des suivis des interventions du Conseil. Fait que we'll move on to 9.11, aide financière aux organismes communautaires à venir.
Et ça va prendre un peu de temps, donc je vais le faire en français et faire en anglais.
He's got a big job tonight.
En vertu de la politique d'admissibilité des organismes, une voie d'accès au soutien de la ville de Sherbrooke, l'arrondissement de Lennoxville reconnaît les organismes énumérés au tableau placé en annexe. Afin de leur permettre de poursuivre leurs activités au cours de la prochaine année, il convient de signer les conventions d'entente à intervenir entre l'arrondissement et ses organismes pour la période du 1er janvier 2023 au 31 décembre 2023 et de leur verser une assistance financière couvrant cette période. Nous joignons un document indiquant la répartition financière proposée ainsi que les conventions de cas échéants. Les assistances financières en lien avec la vie associative et démocratique ont été attribuées conformément au programme adopté à cette fin, fait via la résolution CN 2021-69-24-00. Il est à noter que les assistances financières aux maisons de jeunes et aux organismes délégués gestionnaires pour le loisir sont déposés au Conseil municipal. Le programme de soutien en cours pour les MDG a été adopté en février 2021 pour les années 2021 jusqu'à 2023. Les programmes pour les ODG couvrant les années 2023 à 2025 seront déposés en début d'année. Le soutien financier totalise 36 877 et 50 sous et le soutien technique 8 600 $. Le tout prévu au budget 2023. La valeur dédiée, les locaux dédiés, représente 8 373 $. Donc, juste pour vous donner une idée, First Lennoxville Scout Group, je vais juste lire les financières pour 2023. First Lennoxville Scout Group, 618 $, aide communautaire, Lennoxville et des environs, 2575 $, plus le nom 1500 $. Association des Townshippers, 2575 $. Santé femmes et de Lennoxville et des environs, 2575 $. Club de tir, 875 et 50 sous. Plus le nom, 772 et 50 sous. Jardin communautaire Oxford, 2500 $. Journée de l'amitié, 618 $, plus 18 200 $. Literacy in Action, 2575 $. St. Francis Valley Naturalist Club, 618 $ et the Township Sun, 875 et 50 sous. So according to the admissibility of organizations which are recognized by the city of Sherbrooke, there are organizations in the borough of Lennoxville which are eligible for support. To be able for the organizations to pursue their activities in 2023, conventions or agreements have to be signed between the borough of Lennoxville and the organizations for the period of January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2023, so that they can receive their financial assistance. It is to be noted that the Lennoxville Youth Center, Le Centre des Jeunes de Lennoxville, is in another program and is passed through the municipal council. Total financial support for 2023 for the borough of Lennoxville's organizations is $36,877.50. The technical support is $8,600, and the value of the dedicated room or rental space that the clubs who are recognized by the city can use without a fee, like the Anna de Baudouin Center, is $8,373. So the groups that are included in this are the First Lennoxville Scout Group, who will be receiving $618 for 2023. Community aid is $2,575 plus another $1,500. Townshippers Association, $2,575. The Women's Center, $2,575. The Rifle Club, $875.50 plus $772.50. The Oxford Community Garden, $2,500. Friendship Day, $618 plus $18,200. Literacy in Action, $2,575. St. Francis Valley Naturalist Club, $618. And the Township Sun is $875.50. That's just the financial aid. I didn't read out the logistic aid, which adds on to the aids.
Thank you.
I think so.
Okay. 9.1.2 now is the mandate for seniors recreation through Lennoxville and district community aid. Donc, le mandat de loisir pour aînés à l'aide communautaire de Lennoxville et des environs.
Et une mise en contexte, en 2019, le club d'âge d'or de Lennoxville, nommé Lennoxville Golden Age Club, a cessé ses activités. Le club regroupait environ une centaine de membres qui se réunissaient 2 fois par mois, de septembre à juin, pour faire des activités telles que des parties de cartes, des jeux de société et un repas de groupe. Les activités du club se déroulaient au sous-sol de l'Église unie. Les membres du club se présentent de plus en plus vieillissants et le recrutement d'organisateurs était devenu difficile. De plus, le club n'était pas légalement constitué. Celui-ci n'avait notamment pas d'assurance responsabilité et les organisateurs ne souhaitaient pas plus courir de risques en ce sens. La fermeture de ce club a laissé un vide de service en termes d'offres de loisirs pour les aînés de Lennoxville. L'organisme communautaire de Lennoxville et des environs est un organisme admis bien ancré dans la communauté de Lennoxville. L'organisme a mené une consultation publique à l'automne 2019 pour tenter de mettre sur pied une offre de service qui pourrait répondre à cette clientèle. L'organisme a récolté plusieurs bonnes idées qu'il a mis sur pied à l'automne 2021 et pendant l'année 2022. En 2021, la division loisirs et vie communautaire avait recommandé un premier mandat pour le loisir aîné afin de bien évaluer le potentiel du mandat. Une somme de 500 $ avait alors été octroyée. Donc, considérant que l'offre de l'organisme répond aux besoins de la population, la division des loisirs et de la vie communautaire recommande un montant récurrent 1 500 $ annuellement. Celui-ci servira à offrir une offre de loisirs destinée aux années de 65 ans et plus, offrir des activités tout au long de l'année. La programmation sera déterminée par l'organisme. L'installation d'un comité composé afin de bien répondre aux besoins en termes d'activité. L'organisme est tout à fait ouvert à ce type de fonctionnement et verra en mettre un en place s'il y a de l'intérêt. In 2019, the Lennoxville Golden Age Club folded. The group had approximately 100 members who assembled twice a month from September to June in the basement of the United Church to participate in activities such as playing cards, games, and a monthly meal. As the members aged, it was harder to find volunteers to organize activities. The group didn't have insurance, and the organizers didn't want to run the risk of not having it. After the club closed, Community Aid did a public consultation for ideas on how to fill the void. The organization started activities in 2021, and in 2022, after the pandemic improved. Community Aid received $500 in 2021, and since the organization has been able to offer more activities to seniors, I can't read my writing. The Leisure and Community Life Division recommends to give $1,500 annually. This is to organize activities for seniors 65 years and up, and during the year, Community Aid will decide on the activities. And it should be noted that this is to pay Community Aid for 2022, because for 2023, it was in the previous one that I read.
I mean, that's a service that's been given through the whole time in the pandemic. It was really practical. We got people still moving and.
Oh, not the new program.
Not the new one.
No.
Because it's current. Okay. Okay. So we're up to number 13, which is messages from the borough councillors. Donc, on est au numéro 13, message des conseillers. You want to carry on?
Is somebody going to talk about Saturday here?
Well,
Or do you?
I was counting on you.
No, but were you planning to? I was just going to review November, everything that happened in November, but,
Well, I can if you want, but
Oh.
I don't have my Facebook here. So
okay.
you have it.
No, I'll just say that November was a busy month with the activities, like, trying to get caught up from the pandemic and before Christmas. November 3rd, there was a Dixville Foundation fundraiser. November 6th, Remembrance Day here in town. November 8th, it was with Projet Malmelt, which was a play at the University of Sherbrooke about PTSD. November 10th was Take Back the Night here in Lennoxville, which was organized by bishops. There were between 200 and 300 people here that night. We marched through the town, and it wasn't just women. There were a lot of male students there too, so that was really good. November 13th, Remembrance Day in Sherbrooke. November 14th, Lamb started back with the talk about the history of the nursing school at the Sherbrooke Hospital. United Church had a successful bazaar on November 19th. November 23rd, last Wednesday, it was the Fête des Bénévoles at the Granada for the volunteers in the city. November 24th, it was 25 years of the employees with 25 years of service and the people who retired with the city of Sherbrooke. So it was nice to see Lennoxville people there too. November 26th, the Grace Retirement Home held a successful Christmas market. Everybody was really happy. And November 27th, Sunday, it was the Santa Claus Parade in Sherbrooke. And the estimates were that there were about 25,000 people in attendance, with 500 people in the parade. So that was very good. Donc, la revue pour le mois de novembre, c'était occupé. On a commencé le 3 novembre avec la Fondation d'Expil, avec leur soirée bénéfice. Le 6 novembre, c'était la cérémonie de souvenirs ici en ville. Le 8 novembre, c'était le projet Monarque à l'Université de Sherbrooke avec le théâtre des Petits Lanternes. Le 10 novembre, c'était Take Back the Night. C'était organisé par les étudiants à Bishops, ici à Lennoxville. 14 novembre, le Lennoxville Alaska Historical Museum Society a organisé une conférence sur l'histoire de l'école pour les infirmières au Sherbrooke Hospital. 23 novembre, c'était la fête des bénévoles au Théâtre Granada. Et jeudi soir, le 24 novembre, c'était pour les employés de la ville qui ont 25 ans de service, qui ont travaillé pour 25 ans et plus, et ou qui ont pris leur retraite. Les Grace Retirement Home a eu lieu. Il y avait un marché de Noël, samedi le 26. Et le 27, c'était le défilé de Père Noël à Sherbrooke. Il y avait aux alentours de 25 000 personnes qui étaient là, avec 500 personnes dans la parade. Et samedi qui s'en vient, c'est les activités ici en ville pour Père Noël. Ben, je vais laisser quelque chose pour vous autres expliquer parce que je ne veux pas parler tout seul.
She's very generous.
So yeah, another edition of Congratulations in the South. I will try not to repeat everything that was said, but a lot of beautiful activities this month for sure. One thing that was not said, congratulations to the Bishop's University Drama Department for their play Children's Hour, which was very interesting, deeply touching, a very relevant play in 2022. The director is Rebecca Harris. Also, we had the first edition of the Citizen Assembly of Fairview. I'm very proud. We had 10 people in person there directly, and we have 5 people online. We started to talk about different citizen solutions for the problem that we might have in the borough. And so everyone is still welcome if you live in Fairview. If you want to participate, the next assembly is going to be held on the 9th of February, 2023. Also, it was fun during the Santa Claus Parade in Sherbrooke to be with the other elects. We were sharing a lot of candies with the kids. I just wanted to say that it was a nice activities that strengthened, I feel, our team spirit. Donc, j'y vais en français. Donc, une autre édition de Félicitations dans le Sud. Donc, félicitations. Donc, je ne répéterai pas tout ce que Mme Garafat a nommé, mais félicitations donc au département d'art dramatique de Bishop's University pour leur pièce Children's Hour, qui était dirigée par Rebecca Harris. C'était très touchant, puis j'ai trouvé que c'était toujours un sujet qui était pertinent, même en 2022, donc bravo. Aussi, la première édition de l'Assemblée citoyenne des citoyens de Fairview qui a eu lieu début du mois. Donc, 10 personnes étaient là en personne et 5 personnes étaient là en ligne. Donc, un beau succès. On espère que ça va continuer à grossir, de trouver des solutions de trouver des solutions citoyennes aux différents problèmes qu'on a et suggérer des solutions aussi à l'arrondissement à différents problèmes. Donc, la prochaine édition va avoir lieu le 9 février prochain en soirée. Ensuite, aussi, oui, je voulais dire merci beaucoup à tout le monde qui a participé à la parade du Père Noël, donc dimanche dernier. Je voulais remercier aussi mes collègues d'avoir participé. Je trouve que ça a renforcé notre esprit d'équipe. Donc, merci pour tout ça. Et I think that's it for me.
Yeah. I'll go through my agenda. Last week I attended, yeah. Well, thank you. Last week I attended the Bishop's University. The chair received a $500,000 grant for Mr. Rowe there for his research on exoplanets. So this is from the federal government. Madame Bibo was there. And it's really congratulations to him for carrying on his research. It's really interesting. He's made us a nice little presentation so we can understand in layman's terms. So that was really interesting. And of course, Saturday we have our Square Queen event, which Mr. Garfett started talking about there. So from 11 to 4 o'clock, there's going to be Santa Claus, there's going to be presents, there's going to be, I can read this. So Christmas music, Honeysuckle Sisters. So it's going to be hot chocolate, craft activities, sleigh rides, campfire, Christmas market. So it's supposed to be really busy. So we're expecting a lot of people. Donc samedi 3 décembre, promenade en calèche, Honeysuckle Sisters, une activité de bricolage, de chocolat chaud, la musique de Noël, le feu de camp, marché de Noël, puis des surprises. Donc, vous êtes invités samedi de 11h à 16h au Square Queen, ici à Lennoxville.
Et l'Église unie.
Yeah, that's right. Nos voisins participent, puis il va y avoir des activités à la salle Amélie-Baudouin, puis vous allez pouvoir aussi à l'Église unie. Et il va y avoir
Le marché.
Le marché, c'est ça. Okay. So that's for Square Queen. I've had a few other things. Noël interculturel, ça se trouve à être le 2 décembre à 5h à la salle communautaire ici à Lennoxville. So they're doing this here this year. So the Noël interculturel, so at Amélie-Baudouin, so that's on December 2nd from 5 to 8:30 here at Amélie-Baudouin. So that's close by, so you're welcome to come there.
I think we have to register.
You have to register, that's right. Yeah. Let's see if I can find something else here. That's done. That'd be good for me. Donc, merci de votre présence. Donc, on est rendu à la levée de l'Assemblée. Merci de votre présence. So, adjournment. Thank you very much for being here.